Muy buenos días, gente de bien, gente de mal, pecadores estándar, ciudadanos promedio y fauna silvestre que nos honra con el favor de su presencia, como este y cada jueves en su programa favorito, Trashkwondo. El día de hoy estoy muy contento porque tenemos aquí con nosotros a una figura que ha dado mucho de qué hablar en los últimos, pues en los últimos ciclos olímpicos, especialmente en los últimos años, y estoy, pues la verdad, muy honrado de que haya aceptado la invitación, porque seamos sinceros, este programa pues le queda bastante chico, hay que decirlo. Sin embargo, está aquí con nosotros y yo lo celebro. Pero antes de presentar al invitado especial, tengo que presentar a las dos basuras que me acompañan como cada jueves. El primero de ellos, y con la cámara muy cerca de su cara, desde el sureste mexicano, Arturo Farías. Buenos días, ¿cómo estás? Y desde el otro lado del río Bravo, y ya saben, cuyo estatus migratorio no se puede revelar, está con nosotros también como cada jueves. Te saludo. Boris, ¿cómo te va?
Puedes hablar en español. Si nos haces el favor de hablar en español, Farias.
Es guapo, antes
Ah, es
que
muy
nada.
guapo, sí. Oye,
No,
yo lo vi y le vi nada más un pelito aquí blanco, dos. Igual, cabrón. Pasaron 20 años y para mí que tiene ahí algo. Se ha
es
operado la
el,
cara o algo, habrá hecho
es
algo. Oye.
nuestro truco para el ranking ahora es gente importante y que sean guapos,
Que sean,
para que llamen la
vamos
atención.
bien. Sí,
Vamos a
¿no?
tener un chorro,
Sí.
Y atlético, mano. Yo creo
un
que
chorro de
ese es el,
señoras
sí,
en
o
ese
yo creo que
programa.
ese es el típico coach que te dice, las cosas se hacen así, y y lo hace, ¿no? Más rápido que
Sí,
tú y mejor
sí,
que tú, güey. Y te dice, te
El,
llevo 20 años, güey, aparte,
tienes que
güey.
patear así y hacer así y todo. Usted lo que me diga, coach.
No, sí, oye, te dice, pues es el
pues,
coach que te dice, hazlo así. ¿Cómo? Pues así, pa. Y lo hace más rápido que tú, cabrón.
Pues sin más preámbulo y para que sepan de quién estamos hablando, porque la verdad es que es un honor que haya aceptado esta invitación. Tenemos aquí con nosotros, ahorita, todas estas flores que le estamos echando ahorita cobrarán sentido, porque está con nosotros nada más y nada menos que exatleta con excelentes resultados, entrenador olímpico de 3 países, the one and only, the handsome one, the man of the hour, Juan Moreno. Welcome, welcome.
Thank you, thank you,
Thank you for being
Yeah.
here.
thank you, thank you.
Thank you very much for being here. How's it going?
Everything's great. I can't complain. Just excited. It's a fun time of the quadrennium, getting close to the Olympic Games. So I got my family around me. Everything's perfect. I can't complain.
That's
Where are you
great,
at right
coach.
now?
Right now, I'm in Miami, Florida. I'm at my home here, finishing up the final preparations with Briseda, and then getting ready to go to Mexico and then on to Tokyo. So I'm here in Miami, Florida.
Where are you
You're
going?
hunting cocodrilos.
Nah,
Hunting
no, no,
country.
no.
Where are you going? When are you flying to Tokyo, coach? You're coming first. You're coming to Mexico, then you're going to Tokyo. When is this?
Yeah, so I'll come to Mexico on this Sunday, 4th of July, and we'll
Okay.
be there for 2 weeks in the Senar, and then we'll leave on I believe the 17th to Tokyo, arrive there the 18th. So yeah, it's coming. Everything is starting to move very, very fast, very fast.
Okay, Master Moreno. Um, we know you now. You are like okay. As a coach, you represent as a coach 3 countries and 3 different Olympic Games, right?
Mhm.
So you worked before with Brazil, and then you work with United States, and then now you are with Mexico, working with Mexico. First of all, how excited? And second one, I think it's it's uh it's now it's a different. I mean, how can I explain? Ya como que me trabé, ¿verdad?
¿Cómo le haces para
Okay,
vivir en
okay.
Estados Unidos tú?
No, yeah, I know. No, es como una nueva era. Like it's a new way.
Yeah.
Because
I think, I mean,
and you are part of that.
Of course, I mean, I worked for the United States for many years, and I was kind of one of the head coaches, one of 2 head coaches, and I think we had a certain amount of success. I coached at the Olympic level, with my own personal athletes. Currently, I was working with Brazil Olympic national team as a consultant for the last 3 years. We've had pretty good success, and now, of course, like you said, working with Mexico. I mean, I don't consider myself working with Mexico because really I work with one athlete. I work with Briseida Costa, and what it holds in the future, who knows? But yes, to represent 3 different groups is interesting, and you're right. It's a new era. You're seeing many coaches going around the world. Here, there, Europe, Asia, Africa, South, or the Pan American region. So I think it's a new generation. It's a new time. So I'm excited about it. I really excited to help Mexico and help Briseida maybe achieve something very, very special, very unique.
And is that in your plans to be a Mexico national coach?
No plans. One event at a time. It's if you ask me would I like to be this, I would definitely be interested. But do I want to be it? Not necessarily. I mean, they have a coach, they have a program. I wouldn't be so rude to want to step into something. But for sure, I'm always interested in opportunities. I mean, that's the reason I'm in Brazil. I knew the president, I knew the high performance director. They had a number of meetings with me. We spoke. We wanted to see if we were on the same page. We were. Okay, let's work. And it's been a great relationship even now with them. I mean, matter of fact, it's been so great that they allowed me to work with Mexico in this Olympic Games. They could have said, no, you work with us, only us. No, but they realized I have a professional career in the United States. They realized they don't have anybody in this weight category. So they allowed me to participate in the Olympic Games. So it's a good relationship.
Okay. How does what does it take to work with 3 different countries? Because I know I can understanding for the maybe from your point of view. I know it's got to be exciting. It's got to be like a great challenge, but also there are many people that doesn't quite like this very well. I mean, I've heard like he's an American. Why is he with Brazil?
Yeah.
And also with the United States, and now also with a Mexican athlete. I mean, there are I don't see personally I don't see a problem with that, but many people like has this problem. How has it worked out for you with that?
No, it's that's a real question, and I understand it because there's a nationalism. Oh, I'm from Mexico. I'm a Mexican, and I'm going to coach Mexico. I'm Russian. I'm going to coach Russia. You know what the funny thing is? Nobody ever asked that about Koreans. You ever notice that? Koreans go all over the world, and nobody questions it. But if an American or a Mexican does it, whoa. Anyway, I get it. I really do. And I think there is a part of being a nationalistic, being from that country and supporting and representing. But like Boris said, it's a new era. You look at Ramos coaching different people. You look at Rosendo coaching many countries. You look at Hank Meyer, one of my favorite, Reno Fargas. I mean, you look at all these people that have been able to go places and help them. And I say the new era is like a boxing or like MMA. You look at coaches, athletes come from all over the world to work with a certain coach in Arizona or a certain coach in California or a certain coach in Russia. So I think we're getting more professionalized now, where individual needs are being met and being taken care of. And that's how I look at it. I look at myself as a professional. In my best case scenario, would I like to work with one country with a centralized program, like Boris said, like, oh, you're here, you work one day or one time, two times, three times a day for 1 year? That would be probably the best of scenarios. But, right now, I have a different model. My model is I'm here in Miami. I've created a center. I've created an environment with many, many athletes. And now other teams want to come. And I think it's new.
Mr. Moreno, but you're part of this new generation, like of rebellion. Like, for example, okay, Hank Mayer, I think he was the first one he went out of the. Actually, he was the first one to won a Korean, right?
Yes.
The first heavy, he went to Korean and he go out of Hank Mayer. He went in. He was from Netherlands and he moved to Greece.
Greece, yes.
And he went to France, and then like Fargas, like Ramos. He has a lot of students for different countries, like you. So that's a new generation of coaches.
Yes.
You are showing us like you can work different. Like we can work as on social medias. We can work like totally different. This is a new concept. You are all the time that can be like stressful, right? Or not?
So, you have this. We spoke to Marlene like a few weeks ago, and she told us about the school. I don't know if school is the right name. I think it's more like a training center.
Yes.
And there's like this singularity that, as you said, you are not the one going after other athletes. They are coming to you. So why do you think is this phenomenon? Because I think there are very few examples of this in the world.
Yeah. So let me go back. When I first started Peak Performance, you're right. It's not a Taekwondo school. It's a gym. It's a gym to develop high performance athletes. That was the mission from day one. Second thing is, in my life, I've never recruited an athlete. I never say, hey, you should come over here. If someone approaches me, I'll tell them what I do good. I'll tell them what I do bad. Come see for yourself. If you like it, I like it, we can talk. But I never said, hey, Arturo, why don't you come over to my gym? I think it would be good for you. No, I don't do that. I never did that because I felt like people should come organically. They should hear, they should see, they should want. And that was my mentality in Miami. And it's funny because when I look at my program now, there's a reason why at the Pan Am Games, I'm sitting in the holding area, Chile, Costa Rica, Guatemala, of course, Canada, of course, Brazilians, all the Dominican Republic, all these teams were in Miami 2, 3, 4 times last year just to be in the environment, to watch me work, to work with my athletes because other teams were there. It was beautiful. And I'm looking in the holding area in Mexico at the Pan Am Championships, and I'm like, we're all working together. We're all warming up together. It was amazing to see the working relationship. Of course, we get in the ring, we want to kill each other. We want to win.
Yeah, but you're making something new because you are like making like America team, right?
How many guys you have there in your place? It's like Briseida, she's there and she can train with at least 3 four girls or with guys
yeah.
or
Yeah, it's more than that. You know, we have. So I mean,
no,
again, every.
on the weight
Oh, in the
for
weight.
Briseida.
No, I have like from middleweight and heavyweight. A hand like
Yeah.
you say,
It's hard.
but it all depends on the. There was a time when I had 6 middle and heavyweight girls, and they were all good. Right now, I don't have so many, but I have people that I know I can fit in. I mean, I'll tell you a funny story. Briseida's training partners, when she had her last evaluation with Maria, one was a 15-year-old boy.
Wow.
The second one was a 58-kilo boy. Little guys, little small guys. And I see all the big people, like, how come I'm not training with Briseida? How come I'm not training? Because I looked and I said, Maria is fast. Maria is tricky. Maria is slow. Maria fights like this. Maria's not tall and do this. So I have the 2 main training partners are boys, like little kids. But guess what? I know how to take the person and fit them in to get the result. And so I'm lucky. I said, oh, I need a tall one. Here's the tall one. Oh, I need a small one. Here's a small one. I need a strong one. Here's a strong one. So that's when I told you it's a little bit, for me, it's a little more professional, like MMA. Where you're.
Hey, Master Moreno, if we put some money, like in a training camp, like I'm gonna pay you like, I don't know. It's not the money is not the problem. But we want, but the money is not the problem. We want Arturo Farias back to the competition. Can you do something to Arturo Farias like a month?
A month?
I mean, we can send you like 3-4 tanks of oxygen tanks and maybe 4 or 5 doctors, but this is a real proof for you. Master Moreno. Can you do something for Farias? Easy peasy. Yeah.
No,
I'm just kidding.
But it's a great question because, for example, when people come to my gym, I always tell them I'm not a quick fix person. I'm not gonna make you better in a short time.
Overnight.
No, but big athletes that are experienced and intelligent, the time can be shorter because I'm just fine tuning them. Just instead of going like this, we're just going a little faster. And I think that's why, for example, Briseida. I mean, theoretically, I've had Briseida for 2.5 years. That's not a long time to develop an athlete. But I looked at what she did good, keep doing it. I looked at what she did bad, fix it a little bit. And then give her maybe 1 or 2 new things, something new, something different. So you have to look at all 3 of those areas with a big athlete, what they do good, what we have to fix, what we can add, what's going to be a difference. And so that's the way I look at the big guys, the big athletes.
How does it feel, for example, with Briseida or with any athlete, but especially Briseida because I think is the most tangible example that I have right now. How does it feel when she comes and tells you, "Hi, coach, can I come to train with you?" And you say, "Yeah, sure, of course, come." And then she comes and says, "I need to beat the
3-time Olympic,
medalist and one of the most prolific athletes ever that has ever walked the earth."
Yeah,
how does it feel? Do you take the challenge like immediately, like let's do it, or do you kind of hesitate, like I think I don't know, maybe it's really tough? How does it feel to do that? Because, for example, if it was me, I would have said no, of course.
You're gonna quit.
I would have said. I mean, no, maybe not say no, but fighting Maria, I mean, you have no warranty, so you can't give any warranty because of who is she. How was this approach with you, and how did you feel when you knew you had to beat Maria?
I love the question because luckily in my life, things have worked out what I call it organic. I use the word organic a lot, organically. When Briseida first came here, the focus wasn't, I got to beat Maria. The focus was, how do we win at the World Championships? How do we win at the Pan Am Games? Of course, we knew eventually we were going to have to run into this roadblock. But it wasn't, the question wasn't exactly what you said, we have to beat Maria. It was, how do I win? How do I get medals so that I can prove to people that I can challenge Maria? When we got to Maria, like, I'm a big fan of Maria Espinosa. Like, I'm a very big fan of history. I respect all that she did. Like, before I was on the other side, I was like this, like, wow, how does she do this? I mean, I talk about her. I use her as examples. I just have so much admiration for her as an athlete. But in the present, in like right now, I thought that it wasn't her time. Right now, I thought there has to be a change in generation. Right now, I knew that Briseida has the style to compete with her. But in the last evaluation, remember, I didn't coach Briseida in the first two evaluations. The first evaluation, for the Pan Am Games, was Joaquin. She win, golden point. So close match.
Very equal.
The second time, it was, she had to win 2 matches out of 3. I went to watch, and Briseida won 2 of 3, and the one she lost was in golden point. But the other one, Briseida won okay. And the third one, they said, Briseida, Juan can coach you. When they told me this, truthfully, I was like, okay, now there's pressure. Now there's pressure. The truth, because before I could sit back and say, I wasn't sitting there. I wasn't there. But when they told me that come to Mexico and coach, I was like,
shit just got real.
Yes, that shit just got real. And so I got.
And you know what?
I'm getting right now.
and Master Moreno, I think she came to you because we respect Maria. I mean, every Mexican, every Taekwondo athlete or student that they know Maria Espinosa's history, of course they're gonna love it. You know, it's an icon. It's an for athletes, that's an icon. But let me tell you something. Everything Maria's do, it's good for now. Now she got everything. But Briseida come to you and she told you, hey, I want my story too.
That's right.
How can I do? Can we do this together or not? Like, I got the most important thing, decision. I need a big balls team. Like, are you with me or not?
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna go big right now. So I think that's why she come to you.
But she did. Listen, I know her since she was a little girl. My wife coached her. Okay, so when she came, I told my wife, I said, make sure you translate this. Even though Briseida speaks English, I said, translate this right. If she's gonna come here, she has to. Number one, she has to understand it's gonna be my way. It's gonna be my way. Number two, she has to go all the way. There's no like, I'm gonna try it. No. Do it or don't do it. But Briseida is like, she's amazing. She's like, yes sir. Like, I never have to say, come on, give me more. Like, no.
Come on, stop and do less.
Briseida's, she's like, yes sir. I can hit Briseida. I can push Briseida. She's a tough woman. That's a tough woman.
And Marlene is helping you all the time?
Always. She always tell me what to do. Always the boss.
We love Marlene, you know, Master Moreno.
No, she does. My wife does all the physical conditioning. Like, I don't do anything. She make all the plan. She kills them. You know, in the mornings, she makes all that stuff for us, and we talk.
That's a teamwork.
Yes, I mean.
Yeah. Can we say you are working in a team with Marlene too?
Yeah,
absolutely. No, 100%. And you know, I'm a little more. Before I control everything. I do everything, and that's my nature. That my nature is to take control. But I became better when I said, "You do this, I do this," and she was Marlene was the one I had trust confidence and belief in. And it wasn't like this. It took time. I mean, go back to 2012. She was Paige McPherson's training partner, and she get kicked by Paige. She fight with Paige. She talked to Paige. She hugged Paige. She did all this stuff, and so I see this step by step. And for me, I get more confidence, and now we have a great team. We have a good team.
Yeah.
That's
How
awesome.
cool.
That's awesome.
And
How long time is missing for Taekwondo in the Olympics?
What's that?
How long time is missing for the Taekwondo in the Olympics?
Until we come to the competition,
the competition, when's gonna be?
it's the 24th, 24th, 25th, 26th, 27th. Yeah, the 24th. So 23 days, 22 days.
Yes, yes, it's
Wow.
it's on.
Here.
It's going to be one of the first events in Tokyo, right?
Yes, you know, and it's weird because I look at, okay, 23 days, oh my gosh, it's close. But then I say, we have to travel to Mexico. We have to train in Mexico. We have to travel to Tokyo. We have to train in Tokyo. We have to go to the competition. There's so many steps that you have to be like emotion, like, oh my gosh, here it is. No, not today. Not the 27th. That's the day for her. You have to be ready on that day. Not before.
And,
Not
and
after.
Did you feel
On this day.
did you feel these
I-
Olympic Games totally different than the other ones, like with the new rules and everything?
Yeah, so far it's gonna be. I've been to. This is gonna be my 8th Olympic Games. I'm very lucky.
Wow.
I'm very lucky, and every game is special. I cannot tell you, oh, Greece was better than China. No, they're all special. I'm a little sad that the athletes are not going to experience some of the normal things that happen at the Olympic Games because of COVID. But we're professional. We got to do our work, and the work is to win a medal. That's our job, and I know how hard it's going to be, but that's our job.
Master Moreno, Briseida, she's training like a train without breaks.
Mm.
Hard and fast, and she's like straight, straight up.
Yeah.
I got a question for you. Like, okay, she's training his mind, his body. What about you? Like, coaches, there are the support of the athlete.
Yes.
Like, you have to be really, really, really in a very good shape. I mean, mind. And are you ready for that?
Yeah,
Like, did you do something? Like, did you run 5 hours to get out of the stress for this day? What do you do?
It's every coach is different. I don't believe you have to be a great shape or a great kicker to be a good coach. You look at other sports, some of the best coaches in the world never were good at football or never good at basketball.
Yeah.
But they're brilliant. So that's okay. For me, I believe and I have a confidence in myself that when I look at the athlete, they know I fought. They know I trained. They know my heart beats very, very fast and very nervous. So I think this makes a good bond with us. And you're right. I like to physically stay in shape. I like to mentally, even like before the evaluation, the weigh-in. I don't have to go to the weigh-in, but I went to the weigh-in because I want to see the area. I want to see the rooms. I want to see the floor. I want to see Maria. I want to see the referee. Like, I had to mentally prepare me. So when I go sit down, it's not the first time. I've been there. I'm ready to go. So that's the pride and the professional mindset that I take all the time. So it's not for everybody, but that's my style. That's my style.
Because coaches, like, you have nothing for put ready your athlete, and if your athlete is like totally lost, you have nothing for get your athlete like put it ready. Like, push this button, and you can feel your athlete. You can smell your if everything is getting good or bad. So you have nothing to fix the situation.
Yeah.
So I think this is very, very, very nice very, very beautiful for the coaches. You know, it's a very nice job. I think you have one of the most beautiful jobs. It's to be an Olympic coach. Congrats.
Thank you.
And let me tell you something. Okay, it's a little story about you. I was in I don't know. I think was on Grapevine,
Mhm.
and that was Texas State or Nationals. I don't remember. It was Nationals. I think it was Nationals from AAU. Oh
Okay.
no, from USAT Nationals. And I have to take the coaching course.
Yeah.
Chiquilín Farias, llegué al coaching course. Yo iba, I was like so upset, like why I have to go to this level 1. I sitting in a chair. I was so mad. And the coach who started the meeting, he said, "Okay, guys, pay attention. This is very strange for me, but I have to give you the number 1
Level.
level." And of course, every coach was like, "Oh my God."
Hmm.
And right behind me was Juan Moreno
Mhm.
getting ready for learn. So the coach said, look at behind you. Who's that?" And I was like, "Oh, Juan Moreno. What are you doing here? You know, he's ready for learn." And I was like, "Wow." So that's why all my respect to you,
Thank
and
you.
I hope everything,
Yeah.
What's coming for you, coach,
was. I mean,
after
good luck. You know, good luck.
after these Olympic Games? What's coming for you? Obviously, I believe you have to continue with your training center,
Yes.
but let's say, and I hope it happens, that Briseida comes with a medal.
Ooh,
What's coming for you then? What's how
what's
how
next?
how will it how will it change the like the routine you're having now, or the plans that you're having, or even at your center level? How do you think it can change what you're doing right now?
I mean, it's a hard question to answer because I mean, I don't know what opportunities are going to be available to me after the Olympic Games. Of course, my center in Miami is going to be. The good thing about that is it's very stable. It's not going to go so high or it's not going to go so low. It's very stable. So I think that I can continue working with the people that I have here, and I'm sure I'll get some more people from other places. Um, we'll see if the Brazil Olympic Committee offers me another contract to continue to work, or we'll see if I mean, really, we don't. Me and Briseida haven't talked past the Olympic Games. Will she continue on? Maybe she'll continue. And if she continues, does she go back to Mexico? Does she stay here? I mean, it's a hard question. I don't have all the answers. I wish I could tell you this is the plan. What I do know is the Miami Peak Performance will stay here. I'll continue with my business model in America. If there are opportunities in other countries, like I said, I would definitely look at them. I'll consider them if countries want me. If countries think that I can add something of value to their program. But
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure a lot of countries that are looking for you. And then I think it's a very, very hard question because you have family, no?
Yeah, that's very hard. Yeah.
So
Will,
you can.
will you
That's the difficult
go?
part.
Will you go abroad? Like right now. Let's say, okay, you come back from Olympics, and then some country, any country you can tell
Chechnya.
anyone.
Chechnya offer you $1,000 for being a coach, and Merlin too.
Yeah,
Let's
you know what?
go.
A couple years ago, my answer would be no. I'm not leaving. Um, yeah, I would consider. I would consider it, but it would have to be a very good package for my family, for me. I'd even. I'm a businessman, so I make business plans for like certain situations, and how can I sustain what I have here? How can, maybe it's not going to be perfect, but how can I sustain here? Because what I know is, let's say I went to country X, it's going to end at some point, and I got to come back home. And when I come back home, I have to have something. I can't come back with zero. So it's it's something that I have to prepare for.
Yeah, but you have to continue your story. For example, Oscar Salazar, it's same. Now he's with the Egyptians, and before that, there's a lot of coaches now. They're looking for different places, and I think it's nice. It's good. This new generation of rebellion that they are doing good things.
Good. Yeah.
Chiquilin.
I want to know about the athletes that come to you. Do you take anyone? I mean, like, for example, if Boris went there and said, "Coach, I want to get in because because you're the most handsome person I've ever known." Will you take him just for that, or is there something like your coach prestige that you say maybe this person will because I'm looking at it, does not have like the qualities to make to get results or to get or to get medals in some events. So would you take him anyway, or do you care like in this part in the coach prestige? Because I know a lot of coaches that say this is my prestige and I want it intact. How does it work for you in that way?
If Boris came and said I'm so handsome, and then I have to accept him.
For sure, for sure. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
So, I mean, I have different levels of this because I have a business model. For example, seminars. I'll do a seminar for anybody. We agree on the price. We agree on the time. I'll go do the seminar if it works. People coming to Miami. Sometimes people call me and I don't know them specifically, but I know them a little bit. They're interested to come. Okay, we can work together. But to take that next step of something very serious, a la Briseida, it would take a little time for me to learn them and to watch them, to know them as a person, to see if they have not just the technical qualities, but the emotional qualities, the characteristics that I believe in. So again, I'm a symmetry person. I like to work with people that we fit together. If somebody's so good, but my idea is different, it's not gonna work. So, but I used this story about 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks before Briseida fought, I was at a tournament here in Miami, and I coached a little boy, and he's a new boy. He came to me from another program, and I coached him, and he lost by about 50 points.
Oh wow!
5-0. Killed. And here, Juan Moreno, the Olympic coach, is sitting with this little 9-year-old kid getting destroyed. And I'm working so hard to just get one block or 1 point. And afterwards, we talk, okay, blah, blah, blah. 2 weeks later, I'm sitting with Maria and Briseida's match. Like, it's this level. My ego's not so big where I believe in people and I like people and I want to help people. And so if they're really willing to commit and work hard and do the things, I'll sit in the chair. I'll sit in that chair and take that 50-point loss because they're giving to me, I give back to them. So, I mean, do I have a standard? Yes, of course. But I'm also willing to support people that really, really want it. It's not just about winning for me. It's not just about winning. It's not.
Yeah, because I think, for example, it's about, okay.
Great answer. Great answer.
Okay, wait. I'm going to your Taekwondo school, and I say, Coach Moreno, you know what? I'm going to compete, but just local tournaments. Or let me just go to the state tournament, okay? And let me have fun, I'm 40 years old. 40, I think I'm in a good shape, but it's totally different, okay? I'm going to pay for, from here to the competition, and I'm gonna pay you for. Can you accept to this challenge? And you said, let's get it.
Yeah.
Why not? That's made me
Because
happy,
also,
and I'm gonna pay. It's at the end, it's a business, and we
yeah.
have to understand that it's a business. Like you
You
can
guys
be
were all, you
coach
guys were all,
without
you
money.
were all
Like
athletes. When you were athletes and you had a good environment, your results went up. When you had people
Yes.
around you that had energy, that had spirit, that were everybody does better. And so in peak performance, it's not always about a Briseda or a Page or a Terrence Jennings. It's also about those other people. Like I told you, those two boys that train with Briseda, I need those people. And there's a place for them. They feel like, wow, I was part of something very, very special, very unique. And that's the culture that we've built in peak performance. I mean, we have it's like a gang in a good way. It's like a gang. These guys, people want to be part of it. They want to associate themselves with some positive winning situations. And guys, peak performance isn't now. We've been doing this for 20 years. For 20 years we've been putting people on a high level. I mean, that was one of the things I told interview people when they asked about Briseda. They said, how happy are you that Briseda won? And I said, I'm not happy. And they looked at me like I was crazy. I said, I'm satisfied. I'm satisfied because if you look in the 2 years of the body of work, Briseda's beat her 1, 2, 3, 4 out of 5 times. She beat her. And she won the Pan American Games gold medal. She got a bronze medal at the World Championships. She won a Grand Prix. And now she has one more fight. I'm satisfied. She deserves to go to the Olympic Games. Will she win? I don't know. Is Maria great? Absolutely. But Briseda earned this. And so it wasn't just that moment that everybody was looking at, oh, one evaluation. No, it's been for a time frame. And she's done the right thing to earn that spot. And that's peak performance. It's not about one Olympic athlete. I have 5 athletes going to the Olympic Games right now. I got American girl, a Canadian girl, a Mexican girl, 2 Paralympic athletes, an American and a Danish, all from the peak performance program.
Wow.
I'm very, very proud of that. That's crazy. That's crazy for me to think about that.
How was so there's 5 people that comes from peak performance that are going to be competing in the Olympic Games.
Yep.
But you are only coaching one of them, who is Briseda. How was the approach with your approach with Mexican Federation? Because we kind of know that they kind of don't like the.
Yeah, you came to Mexico, right?
The fact that you are not the fact that you are not a Mexican, but the fact that you come from that you are not the coach of the Mexican team.
Yes.
How was the approach? Was it political? Were they accessible? Was it tense? Do you feel supported? Speak us a bit about that, because I'm very, very curious.
Yeah.
And Master Moreno, Master Moreno, Salvador is very, very good friend of the National Taekwondo Federation. They're very close friends. So that's why he's very, very, very interesting.
No, I think it was all those things. I'm a realist. I understand the way it looks. I understand if you're a national team coach and an athlete is training outside. I get it. You probably feel a little bad. You probably are a little mad, like, what, I'm not good enough? I get it. I really understand that. For me, this wasn't personal. This was business. My job was to coach an athlete. My job was to get the athlete to win. And now, the Olympic Committee, the Federation, the athlete, they allow me to go to Mexico. I'll be honest with you. I could say nothing. I could just say, fuck you. I'm going to do my job. But I talked to the coaches. I said, hey, what can I do to help? You guys tell me. What can I do to work with you guys? I don't want to make this like this. I don't want to train by myself and you train. No. How can we work together? Am I going to do my plan? 100%. Am I going to do my program? 100%. but can we work together? You guys tell me. So I didn't have to do that, but I did that because, like I told you, I'm a people's guy. I don't care bad or good. I don't know. So even last night I was texting to one of the coaches and they said, did you speak to this person? And I said, no, I don't want to bother them. I don't want to bother Mr. So-and-so. I know I'm the outsider. I'm relying on you guys as coaches to help me with this. Now, if you don't, now I know where we're at. Now I know. You want to be bad with me? I can be bad with you. I can be the worst, right? But I'm trying to make sure it works. I mean, I don't have any bad feelings for the federation. I don't have, maybe Briseida does, maybe Maria does, maybe you guys do. I'm not in. Until I'm in.
I love them. I love them. I really do. And they love me back.
I know. No, I'm sure there's some resistance. I'm sure there's some resistance.
That's the way that the things can work. Like work as a team, not as an individual. The problem is they want to be the center of the world. And let me tell you something. Coaches are coaches. The one who's going to be the center of the world is the athlete.
Absolutely.
And we work for them. But the problem is when you think you are the center of the world because you are president, not the owner. You are president of any federation, right? Or because you're a coach. Let me tell you something. You have only a job. You are not an owner. No. Sometimes they forgot this. You are now on the top. Now, what about tomorrow, dog?
And you guys were all athletes and high-level athletes. And in the moment, we think we're so important. But as soon as we go, there's another player. There's another person winning. There's a new favorite. There's a new superstar. And it's the same thing with political people, too. They might be in power today, but tomorrow, nobody remembers them. And I try to think about that as a coach. Like, nobody remembers me. They remember the big athletes. They remember the guys that went to the Olympics. And so I'm not going to be so, it's not for me. It's not for me. My job is just to work and be behind. In America, in the Olympic Committee, when I learned growing up and educating myself, they said it was athlete centered. That means the athlete is the center. Coach driven. The coach pushes you. And so even to this day, if I'm wherever I'm at, I'm like, this is about Briseida, and I'm just going to help her. I'm going to help her get to where she goes to. In Brazil, they got fabulous coaches. They're doing great right now. I could go, I'm Juan Moreno. Let me coach. No. You guys are doing great. Let me go behind and let me see what I can do to push you guys even more. And you got to be a little humble to do that. It's not for everybody. Some people, like you said, look at me. I'm the best.
Yeah, it's not for everybody. Yeah, and you know what? Taekwondo, it's about grades too.
Yeah.
So coaches with grades, they don't want to accept someone strange come from another country. But you say the word. It's not for everyone, and no sé cómo se dice, like, se necesita como mucha madurez para, like, you have to be not humble. I mean, like
mature.
Yeah.
Yes. Mature, very mature. Yeah, in both parts, because it doesn't work like only one. But we had situations like that before. When Eden of Fargas come, when the point is work as a team, and that's the key. That's it. And you're doing well. Right?
So far.
No, you're doing well. No, because you know what? Because you are not trying to show the world who, you know what? The sun shine because of me. Hey, we're a little bit, that's not the point. But at the end, everyone loves who people tell you you are doing well. You're doing a good job. So everyone love it,
Or
but
human nature. And a coach
human nature.
You have to have an ego. You have to have you gotta have a little of that.
Yeah, and we have it the same with the not with the coaches, the same with the referees. There's a lot of referees that You know, I'm the authority. You know, that's my ring. And respect, if not, Cam Jong. You know,
I'm la mamá
so
de Tarzán.
sometimes, so yeah, so sometimes we forgot we are there for the athletes.
You, you,
That's the point.
you guys ever think about this? Like, we're one of the few sports where the coaches or the athletes cannot yell or talk to the referees.
Yes,
Like, think about
yes.
football, basketball. It's the coach's job to be like, "Hey, he did a foul, he did a penalty." But like in our sport, is you know, what I mean,
Yeah,
it's,
and you know,
Yeah.
I feel weird whenever I see like a soccer match, all the players like surrounding the referee, yelling. I kind of feel like oh, I imagine that's unthinkable on Taekwondo.
oh,
Unthinkable.
Yeah. No, but let me tell you.
we're in the hotel. We walk past the referee. We're like, "Oh, hello, hello, hello."
Yeah.
Area. We're at the hotel, and we're like,
Yeah.
"Oh,
Shh,
man."
be quiet. He's the referee's room. Shh. But let me tell you. Wait. You know, Koreans break my heart because around 2003, I went to Korea and we were in the nationals. So Lencho and I, we thought that was like, I don't know, we don't, our expectation was like, you know, nationals in Korea, like 5 days of nationals.
Yeah.
So our expectations was, you know, how surprise! What a surprise because the coaches got mad and they dropped the chair. They start
Yeah.
fighting. I was like, what happened? They break my heart, like for reals. And coaches like pushing the athletes, like, chongo y el otro con la silla. And I was like, with the chair for real. I think they exist only in Korea,
Mhm.
not in other country, only in
No.
Korea. Why? Why? I really don't understand. They're supposed to be so respectful,
Yeah.
and it's not.
Anyway.
¿Cómo
Coach,
vamos, chiquilín?
I want to ask you this. I I understand if you don't want to answer because it's like a polemic subject. I recently saw a post of the Mexican team that's training in Great Britain with the team of Great Britain. We know is one of the best teams, especially in women's, especially in Briseida's weight category. So I think that the British girl is by far the most difficult, at least from my perspective. From my perspective, the most difficult uh, athlete that Briseida might face in Tokyo. And the Mexican national team is right them with them, and Briseida is not in there. So in a way, they are kind of helping the one that could be the most challenging fight for Briseida. What do you think of that? I understand if you don't want to answer because it's maybe like a polemic subject, but I would love to hear your point of view.
Yeah, I think that at this stage, I mean, I don't know that anybody over there that Mexico sent is helping Bianca. I think right now, if I look, they're probably helping Bradley Snidden, the 68 guy, because I saw that Carlos went there and Iker went there, so they're probably practicing with that guy. I know there's one girl there that may be practicing with Lauren Williams. I don't think anybody's there practicing with Bianca. So for me, um, I don't necessarily have a problem with it. I I think the timing of it's a little strange. I think the looking of it could be a little bit strange, but um, I don't. I mean, if I knew that they were sending athletes to help Bianca specifically, I think that would be very, very in poor taste. But I think they're helping other athletes. This close to the Olympic Games, I would think that a federation should be like, let's just focus on our own guys. Remember what I talked earlier without even knowing this question. Environment. Why not have all those people there? Okay, Mercedes not there, but what about Sansores? What about Carlos? Shouldn't they all be in the gym yelling, making noise. If he needs one person for 1 minute, they're there. But by taking those people out, the energy levels down, it wouldn't be my choice. I don't know that I would do that, but again, I will say I'm not in the federation. I don't know what they're thinking, so I don't know. But I would be right now. I would be 100% surrounding Carlos Sensores with whatever he needs. I mean, any single thing he needs, have it. When Briseida comes, whatever she needs, put your ego aside. Give him 1,000%. 1,000%. But that's me. I don't know. My whole team right now, they're getting ready for local tournaments and national championship. I told them, the Olympics comes once every 4 years. And someday, God willing, you're an Olympic athlete. You're going to want everybody on the team going for you, pushing you. So as a federation and national team, I think they should give them the best chance. Give them the best chance. And if they lose, at least you go, no problem. We did our best. But if something doesn't go right, you're going to sit back and go, damn, maybe we should have more people. Damn, maybe they should have had more sparring. You know, that's a bad place to be. I don't like that kind of feeling. So, yeah.
And how are you feeling right now, Coach? Like, we are 3 weeks apart from the competition. How are you feeling? Are you excited? Are you nervous? Are you anxious? Are you happy? Are you excited? How do you feel as coach? Because I can understand, for example, from the athlete's perspective, how they might be feeling. But as a coach, and that goes to his 8th Olympic Games, how are you feeling? Or is this just some other Olympics?
No, I try never to act like, oh, it's just normal, because it's not normal. This is the moment. I'm excited. I'm really excited. The last 2 weeks have been very, very hard here. Like, I can just see on their faces it's a lot, but this was on purpose. And so now we're going to have a little trip to Mexico. We have a couple of days off, and just by changing venues, you get a little excited, right? So that's going to be a step up. And then we're going to travel to Tokyo. It's going to be another step up. But it's very important not to go so high right now. It's important just a little bit. Just a little bit. So like I told you, on the 27th, that's the day it has to be the most. So yes, I'm excited, but I'm trying not to get too excited right now. I'm trying not to be too crazy right now, because it's not the time. It's like saying it's the warm-up area. You don't win in the warm-up area. You win in the round 1. More important, round 2, and especially most important, round 3. And in round 3, it's not the first minute, it's not the second half, it's the last 45 seconds, right? I mean, it gets more important as you get closer. So, yes, I'm happy. Yes, I'm excited. I'm happy for Briseida that I'm going to be able to go with her. I mean, because we didn't know. We really didn't know. And so to know that she's more relaxed because she can have me, I think I'm happy. I'm excited. I'm everything. I'm everything right now.
That's great.
Thank you.
We're getting to the end of this. I'm really happy to have you here. It's been a very, very, really, very nice chat with you. But before we go, I would like to read a few comments that we have from the people that's been with us during this time. It's there's someone telling you that yes, of course you're handsome. I'm not going to tell her name, but she has the same surname as you. She's
Oh my gosh.
Moreno. Marlene Moreno, I don't know if you know her. I don't know her. I don't remember her.
Heard of her. I heard of her. I'm going to look her up on Facebook.
Yeah.
And let me tell you something. Everyone loves Marlene.
Yeah.
That's true. Everyone loves Marlene.
We have Ulises Román, says, gran invitado, me gusta más el horario de la noche, pero seguimos fieles al programa. Says, a great guest. They like better the night schedule, but we're here loyal to the show. Para los que ya saben el horario de la noche, al ratito se repite, no se preocupen, al ratito lo repetimos. Así que, so for the ones that could not see the full interview with Coach Moreno, we're going to repeat this show at 10 p.m. So keep tuned.
Ese
Ángel
mensaje
López
se lo estás
says,
mandando a los que lo van a ver en la noche.
ah, sí, está raro, ¿verdad? Ángel López says, greeting, my friend. Love to hear the four of you.
Good guy.
And he also says that you are very, very handsome. I think we all agree in that. Some may agree. Some might agree on your methods. Some might not. But everyone agrees on that you are really, really handsome. Carlos Amezcua says, hello, Master Juan Moreno. Greetings to everyone. An excellent coach. Ernesto Tiqueri, Juan Miguel Moreno, what a great coach. 8 Olympics. He also says, es una de las pláticas más interesantes y tranquilas de Trashkwondo porque los fans no se saben tantas majaderías en inglés. He's saying that this is one of the most interesting and quiet talks of Trashkwondo as we don't know so many curses in English. Ali Edroso says, greetings, take care of yourselves. Carlos Amezcua says again, success to the coach and Breeze. Here is Master Roberto Beltran. He was his former federation president. He says greeting to everyone and he wishes you success in Tokyo. Arlindo Ignacio says great champion. Greetings also.
Beautiful.
And that's I think that those are all the message for now.
All right. Nice.
Coach, thank you very much. I can thank you enough for being here, for accepting this invitation. We've been looking forward to have you here from a long time. So we are really, really, really happy that you were here with us.
Thank you for having me. It's appreciate. I love listening to you guys, and even back in the old days when you used to have stuff on Facebook and all that stuff. So thank you so much, Arturo. It was great to see you, Boris. We got to come back to Miami sometime and do dinner again.
I will.
Yeah.
But it's time to the beach. Coach Moreno, have a good luck on the Olympics. And at the end, I think that was a very good, una plática muy a gusto. And at the end, I think the coach it's like a life coach for a part of your athletes, a part of life, because you are really, really showing the athletes the best of you.
Thank you.
Because you are showing your knowledge, but the most sensible that you have.
Thank you. I appreciate those words.
So, nice. Good luck.
Thank you.
Adios.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for being here with us. I hope we can see you there in the Olympics in the finals and everything. Coming back with the medal with Briseida. See you soon. Maybe in Miami. Maybe in Mexico. We can talk another things about not only Taekwondo, more about your mentality. Thank you so much.
Anytime. More about Miami.
Thank you so much again, Juan. Muchas gracias a todos los que estuvieron con nosotros en este programa. Recuerden, si llegaron ya al final, al ratito se repite. Si lo prefieren escuchar en podcast, está en Apple Music, está en Spotify, Deezer, Amazon y en todas las plataformas en donde se pueden escuchar podcast. Mr. Coach Juan, thanks again. I can't stress this enough. Thank you very much. And for this, I'm really happy that you are able to go with Briseida to the Olympics. And I don't care what your passport says. If you are Briseida, you are Mexican for this occasion. So go Mexico.
Go Mexico. Thank you, guys. Have a great day.
Master Moreno, only last thing. We I don't want the program is done. So That's why I'm just making time. Now, listen. Quiero mandar un saludo. Yeah, picture with us. Now, quiero mandar un saludo a mis amigos de aquí del Valle de Texas que they work, hard like you every single day. You know those coaches from the nationals, from before, like Fabián. Un saludo a mi carnalito Fabián que the word from Trashkwondo, a mis amigos a los de OTA, al mismo Estuardo también que ahí anda. All these people that they work together, los mismos Saito, a lot of people from the valley, they're working hard because, Master Moreno, we have worked together as a team. Texas, South Texas, we're representing, and we are tough. So we're working, we're getting better. You will see. You will see. Miami will know.
I know. Texas
95-6,
I know.
We're working hard. But you know what? You are part of that because you are showing us the way. So thank you very much. I appreciate your time. Have a great day. See you soon.
Thank you very much, Coach. Have a great day. And muchas gracias a todos los que nos escucharon en este podcast, los que nos estuvieron viendo. Y pues nos vemos dentro de 8 días, con suerte, con algún otro gran invitado. Y muchas gracias por acompañarnos. Hasta luego.
Chao. Bye, guys.
Ahí le ponen los subtítulos luego, chaval.
Sí.